Excuse me. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. I'm your host, Ed Honcho, man. I hope that life is treating you well. I hope it's treating you like the VIP that I think some of you are. All of you are not VIP. Some of y'all are, I don't know, WIP, worse, impotent people. I don't fucking know. But welcome to the den, man. I think you're all great people. I'm just talking shit. Tonight, as you can see, we're going to talk about this whole Area 51 thing. I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a supernatural Saturday to tie in with that. But first, shout out to Culture, making my life easy. Let me know how the sound is. Let me know how everything is. Go and make sure everything is being heard loud and clear. Shout out to everybody who came through to the podcast earlier. Where did I put the notes? I got something. I said I was going to give y'all a little bit of love. For showing up. I just figure out where I put that information. All right, so there we go. All right. But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Make sure you're following all the proper social medias for the Den Show. Den Show Live on Instagram and Twitter. Den Show Live Facebook page. You can join the Facebook group, and the link is in the description below. Den Show merch. If you go Den Show shop, if you want the Den Show merch, go to Den Show podcast. If you want to be a part of the live podcast on Saturdays at 1. And to do that, you just sign up for an account at Spreaker. You can use one of your existing social media accounts. So if you got Google or Gmail, I don't know if you use Twitter. I know you can use Facebook, Google. There might be another one. And then you just go to Den Show Podcast, or you can search for the Den, and it'll take you to the page. And when everything is live, you can just join in. So there's that. All right, so let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. Let's see who we have joining us this evening. And hopefully we'll have some good conversation tonight. So let's see what we got going on. I see Jason S., Lady Tia, what's the motherfucking deal? Jessica Badger. Was anything like Jessica Rabbit? I don't know. Coach of the Noobs, what's the motherfucking deal? Wise, what's the motherfucking deal? Drip City, Cartier, Baker Man, what's the motherfucking deal? Sherelle Brandy, Sweetberry, Asian lettering, which I don't know how to pronounce. What's the motherfucking deal? Glad you could join us. Miss Bell, the bell has rang. Only one lie. What's the motherfucking deal? My second favorite New Yorker. Big M, my second to last favorite Hispanic person. Checkout Express, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Bad and Bougie, what's the motherfucking deal? And if I missed you, I ain't dissed you. Let's get into some good conversation though. While I'm doing that, let me make sure the proper folks get their due. Oh, there's a Heidi. Somebody call the animal services. And shout out to Heidi, man. Heidi's all right when you get to figuring out who Heidi really is. We're gonna give some live stream bonuses here. But again, let's talk about Area 51. I don't know how the whole Area 51 thing got started, but let me tell you why I have a particular interest in the Area 51 thing. Because it takes place, or it's supposed to take place, on my birthday, right? Let me make sure I spelled this right. I think I got that wrong. On my birthday. And so I'm just like, why of all days this day? Again, like I haven't done much research into it. I haven't gone and really looked at why. You know, they plan on doing that for whatever reason. Let me see. I hope this stuff is registered. I don't even know if it is. You might have to be in the chat for these things to count, but maybe not. But again, for some reason, Area 51 has become like a hot topic. It's become a thing, and people want to go and raid Area 51. And the numbers have grown. I don't even know what the numbers are right now. The government has said you probably don't want to do that. You probably don't want to do that. What, my least favorite? Wow. I at least gave you second to last, Big M. You're fucking rude. You're an asshole. But it's over 1 million. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I'm gonna be honest, this is not gonna happen. You know, a lot of people just do stuff just to say they're doing stuff, and honestly, it's probably like maybe 10% of those people legitimately able to do that, if that. And of those 10% that are able to actually do it, another 10% that might actually do it. So it's not going to be a whole lot. It's not going to be a whole lot of people going. It's going to be like 3 people show up and get shot, and we'll never hear anything about it. So it's crazy stuff. Like, I don't know what brought this idea to the forefront. I'm not sure who started. And then they started talking about celebrities like Keanu Reeves and Chuck Norris and some other action stars going to get involved and go be a part of it. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it would be extremely sad if they went and got mowed down with the rest of the numbskulls who think they're just going to go invade some type of government property. Now, let's talk about Area 51. Let's talk about aliens. Let's talk about, I guess we could have the supernatural ghost conversation. We talk about all this stuff. It's been a while, so why not have a supernatural Saturday? And there's been a lot of new people since the last time we've had a supernatural Saturday, so we can talk about, some of the things that are going on. They gave Sweet Bear 235 got here. This me got her. And well, we've got the other 2 if they show up. But my thing is, I meant new people, or Jew people, or 2 people. Who knows what I said? But my thing is this, and I think I've expressed this before, that I've had experience, not recent. When I was younger, there were some experiences that I had that made me question some stuff, but it's a lot of disclosure in the immediate future. There's some things that made me question stuff. I don't know so much about aliens, but I've had conversations with people with whom the animal's making that fucking noise. With people that that I have a level of trust with, that I would consider like family. And these people aren't the best storytellers. Not at all. Like, these are the people you probably like, okay. But they've told me stories about encounters with things that they've seen. They wouldn't say alien encounters, but odd things. And the description and the way they tell these stories, it's enthralling. Now, maybe I was really high and I was just believing some shit. I don't know if I was even high then. But very intriguing. And so I believe the stories in which they share. I know the personal experience I've had, I would say what I would think I've experienced would be closer to ghost tales or evil spirit type shit as compared to like an alien or something like that. I gotta be honest, I don't want to get his nigga his, but he was there, so I'm giving everybody else their bonus. I gotta give fucking Simpin Ken his too. So my thing is, like I say, I have like a level of belief that there may be some supernatural, subsurface type of action going on. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't have a description. I don't have a pure understanding. I can't sit here and say that I saw some type of evil spirit walk into me in my home and grab my hand or slap some dishes off the table or some shit, But I do believe that there are things that take place in this world in which we have no earthly idea. And it's like, what's the motherfucking deal? And so, That's just my personal beliefs. That's just my thoughts on the matter at hand. So what we'll talk about today is what we got? You say you got some answers? No, Ken, I'm not watching no fucking Stranger Things. So what we'll talk about today is like, beliefs. If you believe in aliens, if you don't believe in aliens, we're talking about aliens, ghosts, these, like I say, weird theories and haunted locations and all this stuff, whatever's on your mind. If you believe or don't believe in these things, why you do or don't believe. Do you believe Heidi is real? You know what I'm saying? I've never said, if you listen, see, this how women do, right? This how women do you. Professor Trio, what's the motherfucker deal? If I missed you, man, my fault, I ain't seen you. See how what Nikki just did? See, this that bullshit. I've said multiple times that I will never say that racism doesn't exist. I've said multiple times that yes, there are lots of racist incidents that take place. But when stuff that ain't racist or people make these fake racist, I even said that about okay, when you make these fake, I'm gonna learn this English language first, then I'm gonna talk some shit. Hold on. When you make these fake racist accusations, right, that it harms real racism. So I've said that several times. So this false accusation that you made against me saying that I don't believe in racism. I've never said that. I've never said that I don't believe in racism. You know what I'm saying? Nikki, napping Nicole. Well, thank you for ruining it for anybody who may actually watch it. Kenneth, Rashida, what's the motherfucking deal? So, again, I don't even know what the shit is about. Marie Antoinette, what's the motherfucking deal? Why? See, and then this is. See, look, I don't even do anything. Now I'm race, woman, and bashing. They say, what? I'm answering a false statement that was made against me, and now I've turned it around into race. Now y'all are all in cahoots. See, I think there's like a den ladies conglomerate that they just get together after the streams. And they figure out this is what we gonna say to this nigga next time the show come on. We gonna bait this nigga into saying some shit, and then we gonna we gonna accuse him of all kind of falsities, and he gonna buy into that shit. That's what y'all been doing. That's what y'all been doing. I figured y'all out. But anyway, talking about racism. Talking about fucking ghosts, racist ghosts. Those are the worst kind of ghosts, racist ghosts. But do racist ghosts even haunt niggas? Like, if you're a racist ghost, you're like, I'm not gonna show myself to this nigga. Do you only haunt like white people? How does that work? How do racist ghosts work? I don't even know if that's a thing, but it might be. I mean, if you're a racist when you were alive and then you turn into a ghost, you're probably still racist. I'm sure that works. Do you only haunt niggas? Like, how does that work? But yeah, there's a yeah, they all in it together. I figured it out. I know they all in cahoots. My thing is this. I do believe that there are things, but it's so hard to prove. And we can talk about Bigfoots. We can talk about maybe it might have been about a year ago, maybe a little less than a year ago. Remember we were talking about that thing in Canada? It was like a crazy little white figure. I forgot what they were calling it. And I don't know, I guess you fuck around, you be reading those creepy pastas. Sometimes you can find some. I forgot what they were calling it, but they had like a description of this character, this thing that I forgot what they called it. It was like based on some shit from a movie, but remember, like, it was a moose, and the thing looked like it was hunting the fucking moose, and like it was problem. But then some people, they don't look like nothing but a dirty stain. But that shit looked like a fucking thing to me. But I guess if you want to see something, your mind is gonna tell you something's there. But if you're a person who just doesn't believe in things, you're gonna be like, nah, ain't nothing there. I don't know what kind of mind it takes to be susceptible to believing things like that. Like, what common factors do these type of people, have who are believers, who have had quote unquote experiences? You talk about people, there was a couple that they were talking about had an experience and it was really crazy. They were talking about that, like they started having like these bad nightmares. Both of them started having nightmares after an evening of getting quote unquote they were believed to have been abducted. I was gonna sneeze. Actually, just got a drink of water. But there are people, who get abducted, and they had they went and did tests on them and everything, and it was just crazy. Like they put them under some type of hypnosis. They separated them, had them, explain the scenario, and they both were like they were talking about how they almost described exactly the same thing. They asked them questions that they weren't planned ahead, and so interesting. Like I said, I don't know. As far as when it comes to aliens, you see that shit, ancient aliens. You see all these hieroglyphs and these crazy writings and things that you see from ancient communities, and you wonder, well, what is this? What is that? Ancient aliens used to tell you niggas used to pull up in UFOs, right? But I fucking hate Heidi. She's a racist, right? A racist on so many levels, but it's funny. But my thing is there, the God pigeon. But my thing is like, if there are aliens, if there are, different forms of life, you wonder, because you look at some of the technology that America has, or the different countries. Do the Japanese get all the aliens? The Japanese people got all the real good technology. That's why they're taking over the fucking porno. They got all the technology to convincing everybody that everything is cool. They got all the aliens. Aliens are like, man, these motherfuckers over here are way cool. The fucking Americans just want to shoot us and lock us up. The fucking Asians, the Japanese people, they find ways to disguise the aliens and let them move about freely in public, and they get to take advantage of the technology, right? As opposed to us, we just try to lock them up and throw them away. So, there's a lot of different things. So, okay, like I said, I'm open up the line here. I'm like gonna talk for like 2 more minutes. I was on time. I don't want to hear no shit about Honcho made us wait like 5-10 minutes. I was on time. Goddamn it, I gave y'all a minute. I was just sitting here bored for a minute just because I was gonna be on time. When you talk about that, who was it? Not Argentina. It was one of those South American countries recently where they were talking about the Air Force. And you hear a lot of these incidents from the Air Force where they talk about, UFOs, unidentified flying objects, where, the thing can sit stationary 1 minute and then take off out of nowhere, where it doesn't. You gonna talk about February? Look, yeah, let us know how it go down. We might have to start a mass exodus. You know what I'm saying? If they start talking about Kamala gonna win it, which ain't gonna happen. Look, if Kamala wins or Corey wins, I'm leaving this country. But my thing is this, right? I'll be on time. Sometimes I just be waiting. I just be deliberately waiting. I really be on time every night, but I just be waiting. Just cause. But they talk about the Air Force a lot. Seeing things that are flying almost, along with them, and then taking off at speeds that they can never imagine. They say, the technology doesn't exist, or maybe that they don't know about the technology. What if they are capturing these things? What if these aliens are observing us from a distance? What if they are communicating with the governments? Would they know the governments? Would they know the difference? I mean, obviously they would. They'd have to have superior technology, but would they be able to comprehend the language? Would they be able to, come down to earth and survive in this atmosphere? I do believe that there is something out there. There are microorganisms and things from other planets that, I'm sure that have found their way to Earth and impacted this or that on these small little meteors and asteroids that get burnt up in the, what is it? I don't know if it's the ozone layer that burns them up, but whatever it is, as they come crashing into the atmosphere, they shrink. It's actually, we're getting hit by shit all the time, but it tends to be so small that it burns up to where it's usually not noticeable. I'm sure they got some kind of weird parasites on there. I'm sure motherfuckers who are out at sea for a long time see some very interesting shit too. But then you wonder like how much of it is kind of like when they say you get lost in the desert and you start seeing mirages. You just imagining shit because you are so fucking bored. So again, let's talk about it. Let's see what's happening. You're new here. What's this live about? Supernatural Saturday, where we're talking about a variety of things related to aliens, some far-fetched ideas, and wherever it ends up. This show never stays on point. It's going to go far left at some point. That's if it doesn't fucking buffer the fuck out. That's just kind of how it works today. But welcome, Kemah, to Solid. Glad you could join us this evening. So let's talk about it. Said our government wants us to believe so much garbage to try to keep the power overs. They don't believe what I don't see and half of what I do see. I don't believe anything. I believe that I can put my hand through this monitor and push it off the edge. Nah, but I do agree. But here's the thing: like if aliens did communicate with, the government in any kind of way, form, or fashion, they definitely wouldn't tell you. And the reason why I don't think that it would be smart to let the masses know that aliens exist, right? Well, because then who is the real high power? Because, government's supposed to be the foremost authority. I know you have your religions, you have God, you have things like that, but, you can't really see God. You can't, you're going by the book or whatever your belief is, or you might be on some kind of crazy drug. Who knows? You might be drinking that with it, ayahuasca tea or some shit. I don't know what it is. You're all out there all loopy. So who knows what you're on. But if you were to see an alien and say, whoa, okay, Earth is not the end all be all. There's something else out there. There are other beings. Now, does that change the way that the entire planet thinks? Now, do we start thinking greater? Do we start thinking larger? Does that impact the way that society operates? We will find out, and we will make it shake. But here we go. Let me get ready. I will open up the line here. I got to give D her pistachios. I don't think they went through early. Oh, let me spell that. And I'm missing like one person. What am I missing? What did I give everybody? Miss Me got hers, unfortunately. Yeah, everybody got their pistachios. Okay, cool. So everybody who came through the live podcast earlier on the Spreaker platform, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. So y'all all got some bonus pistachios. Don't worry, babe. I'm usually late. And Tums, what does this look like? So, would be fun. You talk about some food stamps, and here comes female pimp. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, I see y'all calling in. Let me look. Let me get the line appropriated first. Let me get the number. Let me get the line open. Let me put the right mic on. So, who in here is going to go to Area 51 when the whole event is supposed to take place? Well, I'm not deliberately avoiding you only. I gave pistachios to everyone who came through the live audio den earlier. I'll find a reason. I'm sure some of your wonderful songs will entice me to present you with a plethora of pistachios. Give me 1 second here. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den? this
You know it's Belle.
evening.
I'm going to get a dinner early so I can be off early.
All right, Miss Bell. So what's on your mind? How do you feel about Area 51, supernatural occurrences, aliens, anything like that on your mind? Are you a believer?
We'll get to that. I need to back this up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to quantify this by the answer that you give.
Okay.
Why do you think women care enough about what men think? You had made the statement that you think that sometimes we women get together after the show and plot against you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that we would care enough in order to do that? Because we're still going to come back here anyway.
No, because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. I'm not saying here in the den. I'm not saying it's happened in the den, but there have been other arrangements in which I've been a part of, and it happens. And so I don't ever count it out. It's always a possibility in my mind.
Yeah, you'd be wrong on that. Men get too paranoid about women being more intelligent than, or give them more credit for that shit than actually happens. It's a lot more rare than you think.
Now, see what you're trying to do now. See, they sent you out
like Area 51.
Yeah, they're trying to get you to misguide me. They're trying to get you to distract. This is all a distraction. See, it's happening, but they're sending you so that I don't believe it to try to. No, I'm not falling for the okie doke. I know what's going on here.
If we wanted to throw you under the bus, we would have done that a long time ago, Honcho.
I see.
You've been chronically late the last few weeks.
What? This not.
Don't even.
I'm always on time. Not the right time. I'm always on some time. It might not be the right time, but I'm always on some kind
Where
of
I
time.
grew up, if you were on time, you were late. So, but as far as 51 goes, I really don't have a whole lot to say about it. Do I believe in extraterrestrials and all that? I think there's something there, but haven't really kind of gone there, and I'm okay with that. I think that it's just, there are some things the government needs to deal with. Let them deal with it. I got enough shit on my plate. Sometimes you just need to let other people do their stuff. And I don't really see the big deal about it, just because, to me, sometimes it seems like because we can't look at it, it means that we want to look at it more. It's like that little kid, like just before Christmas, it's like, oh, come on, can I get one present? Can I get one present? And because they're not getting the present, it's just making it that much bigger and that much potentially better. Yeah, it doesn't always happen that way. Anyway, that's really all I got tonight. It's just kind of real basic. I have not thought too much about Area 51.
Well, with it being a secret government property and kind of understanding how nonsensical human beings can be, do you think people are really going to show up on that day?
I think there's going to be a certain percentage, because people are just nosy as fuck. And I don't think that has really anything to do with 51, other than some of them to say, well, I was there. Some of it is to be through the media crap that goes, the circus that goes on, the parade that goes on with that. There's a whole bunch of other reasons than the actual reason of why people go to that crap. I don't have much for you tonight.
Okay.
But yeah, I gotta just, on the last note, no, I got no reason to plot against you, because we wouldn't, as a group, we wouldn't be coming back and harassing the hell out of you if we had something against you. So
that might be setting me up for the ultimate. I don't know. I have nothing.
I didn't get so damn paranoid about that shit. You know what I mean? If you were doing it right, there wouldn't even be a reason to be paranoid.
I don't know. You just gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful.
If you're walking straight, you just tell everybody else to blow off. But if you got something to be worried about, then that's on you, not us women.
I don't know. Do I have anything to hide? Nothing. I'm good. I don't know. Y'all might be. But I mean, this is the age of me too. People can just say anything. So I don't know. I gotta be careful. I gotta.
It's all good.
All right.
You're fine, baby food. You're fine.
Oh wow, baby food. See, that might be the plot. That might be the baby food plot. Code name baby food. See, that's what it is right there.
All right, I'll be kind of. And the other reason what the hell was the last one I called you, sweet tea? That's just because you're from the South.
Yes.
Is that fine?
Sweet tea is no, that's not
And
cool.
on a last note, I think Heidi's real. I just think that she's got a particular brand of humor that is an acquired taste. And I will leave it at that.
Okay. All right, I agree. Heidi's artificial intelligence to me until proven otherwise. But she's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But like I said, she's just got a particular humor that is an acquired taste. It took me a minute to get used to it, but I'm all right with it. It is what it is. All right, that's it for me tonight. I'm out. I'm back to the boards.
All right.
And don't forget my pistachios.
I just put them in. I just dropped the pistachios right now, so I got you.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, Ms. Bell. Appreciate you calling.
Sure.
All right. I still believe there's a plot. So how I'm gonna get a pistachios? The only one lie with a cheap truck, but she would have made it on. Sweetberry got the y'all trying to pull a Shannon on me. See, this is the plot, right? It's a pistachio plot. That's what y'all are trying to do. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Hello?
Hello.
Am I in the air?
I don't know. Are you flying?
I just wanted to call in. I wanted to talk to you about, I was watching this one Joe Rogan interview today with some guy who used to work on Area 51.
Yeah.
Well, he said that, while on his time there, he was a scientist, and he worked in, they had this one small aircraft that they shot down, and, he said he was working on it. He said it was about 300, and he had to crouch down in order to get in. And so, I'm saying, if there's any sort of ancient, aliens or some shit like that, out there, they're definitely small beings. They're not like how the movies depict them,
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think? You believe that they are out there?
Oh, 100% aliens are out there.
Okay. Do you think and you believe that our government has come in contact with the aliens?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So, why don't you think they want people to know about that?
What, the government?
Yeah.
That'd be detrimental to human life.
What do you think would happen if people found out, hey, you know what, this is a legitimate issue, that there really are aliens? How do you think society would react?
Well, here, I'm thinking is because, I think the United States, government tries to get to them first because, I don't know if Russia or, Germany or something discovered the way. Because the way these things work is, completely unknown. There's no propulsion from it. It's insane. The way, scientists don't understand how these UFOs even fly. And, I've seen, fighter pilots, capture videos, things moving through the sky at speeds, that are impossible to go through with no propulsion whatsoever. So, I'm thinking the United States tries to keep this hidden because, Germany or Russia could find out about this and have, complete, army, their army would be so stacked, if they tried to figure it out.
So you think that you think they only have had contact in the U.S.? You don't think other countries may have come in contact with, outer space or extraterrestrial life forms?
I don't understand what you're asking. I'm a little baked right now.
Well, we'll hit it a couple of times for me. But I'm saying, so do you think that other countries have come in contact with alien life, or only the United States?
Oh no, I think other countries have I think aliens probably helped build the pyramids and shit.
All right. What makes you think that?
Well, how do you think people without any technology were able to build, sculptures and buildings like that with such precision that have held up through all these years? I think aliens had something to do with it.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, with this Area 51 thing, do you think people are really going to show up?
Do I think what?
Do you think that people are really going to show up to Area 51?
Well, I mean, I was watching this one news coverage from there, and like, I guess they're having like a concert right outside with like this local band or something like that. But like, yeah, I do think people will show up. Not a lot. Like all the hotels in the area were completely booked up. I saw that as well. But I think people are gonna show up. I don't think anyone's gonna have the balls to fucking storm that place because you gotta be some kind of special needs to do that.
You may have a death wish. Who knows, man? Okay.
You know who you remind me of, man?
Who's that?
Bob Marley.
Why do I remind you of Bob Marley?
You got those long dreadlocks, man.
Okay. What if I told you Bob Marley was my great uncle on my dad's side?
I'd probably believe it.
Don't believe it.
But you might be capping.
Yeah, I'm definitely capping. Yeah, I'm lying like a motherfucker. Okay. Man, I didn't catch your name though, man. What was your name?
My name's Frosty.
Frosty, that's the best. Frosty. Okay, Frosty. What kind of goods you burning on over there, Frosty?
What am I doing?
I said, what kind of good are you burning on over there, Frosty?
I'm burning the wood right now, man.
Okay, man. Hit that bitch 2 times for me, man. I'm on a hiatus right now.
Hey, I'll hit it 5 times for you, man. We're doing puff, pass out here right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, well, anything else you'd like to add to that, Frosty?
Nah, man, that's it.
All right, well, hey, man, I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts, man.
All right, you have a good one, man.
All right, you too, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Frosty, man. Yeah, I had to throw the I had to throw the Bob Marley lie out there just to see. Yeah, I think anybody who goes, it'll look like them games with the fucking waves of zombies, and you fucking just mow them down with the fucking, you set up, what do they call those, like tower defense games or whatever. I think like if 1 million people did show up to fucking Area 51 on that day and tried to storm that bitch, it would look something like that. Like it would just be waves and waves and waves of motherfuckers getting annihilated. It would not be a pretty sight at all. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we have calling into the den this evening?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's happening? Who do we got calling into the den this evening?
Watching your little TV show or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and that last fucking prick that called in, Frosty.
Yes.
That guy's a fucking pussy, dude. That guy's an uneducated piece of shit.
Oh man, what's wrong with Frosty? Why would you say that about Frosty?
No, that guy is a racist. That guy is a fucking dickhead, dude.
Whoa.
He always talks so much shit on Area 51 and then just supports it, dude. Like, I'm really fucking pissed that he's called your show and disrespected me like that.
Oh, okay. So what's your beef with Area 51, man?
What was that?
I said, well, what is your beef with Area 51 and Frosty?
Well, Frosty thinks it's real. Frosty thinks there's aliens. What a fucking retard.
Okay, so I take it you don't believe in aliens.
No, Area 51 is just a bunch of planes and shit.
A bunch of planes and shit. Okay.
What do you think it is? Are you gonna show up?
No.
Honcho?
No.
Honcho Jack?
No.
Don't go stupid.
No. Not Honcho Jack. I don't like that weird shit.
Why are you wearing that hat?
That weird music. But no, actually, no, I'm not. It's my birthday. I got better shit to do than go fuck around and get shot.
It's your birthday?
Area 51, the day that they're supposed to storm Area 51 is my birthday, and I have better shit to do than go fucking.
Oh, happy birthday!
No way.
Go to your house, man. I'll smoke you up for your birthday and shit, and then we'll go raid 51.
No. We can. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm
smoke you up, though.
I'm drug free.
No, you're not.
I'm drug free for.
You're high as shit right now.
I wish I was. I really do wish I was.
Who makes a live stream about call Area 51? That's not high as shit.
No. A person like me. You stay watching long enough, you'll understand.
Yeah. All right. You're a good man. You know what? You're a good guy.
Okay. Well, hey, let Frosty make it, man. I think Frosty's all right. I don't think he's a retard. He's just doing his Frosty thing.
Oh, Frosty's a retard.
All right, well.
No, I don't even know the guy, but like, he seems like such a pussy on the phone. Can you like give me his phone number and I'll like track his ass down?
All right, I'll text you Frosty's phone number. I won't put it out on the air. We got some strange people in this shit. Yeah, I'll text you. I'll text you Frosty's number, and then you can y'all can squash the beef.
Yeah, I'm gonna squash the beef. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's Frosty. Well, who do we have calling in?
I have a question about your live stream.
All right,
All
right, what's up? What's happening?
Why is it like a camera on a TV? That's what I'm confused at right now.
That's the whole point, man. It's to just.
That's the point?
It's just to blow your fucking mind.
It's blowing my mind. Is that lean like in the background? Like what's that glass of?
No, it's just a cup of Starbucks coffee.
Starbucks coffee.
Yeah,
you got 30 followers now, bro.
Huh?
Or people watching you.
Yeah.
How many subscribers?
I've been losing subs like crazy as of late. It's like somewhere around 4,000.
Fuck! Ow, dude, my house is on fire. I have to go.
Now go put that out, man. Take care of that. That's important.
All right, fuck, dude, Jesus, fuck, cunt.
Oh, you gotta entertain it. This is going to be interesting. Yes, hello. Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Hello?
Yes.
All right, so let me just tell you, the person that was calling there, he was really sensing me that he was Hal Giorgiano. If you ever find that guy or see him, especially on Twitter, block him.
Okay.
He's a fake. He's a dunce head. He's whatever you want to call him. He's not a real dude.
No.
He was just trying to troll you.
Okay. Is he a Russian troll?
I wouldn't call him a Russian troll. I'd call him a Philly troll.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
But you said your great grandfather. I mean, you know what I mean, like some sort of descendant was Bob Marley.
I don't know what I said. I was making something up.
Whether you're making it up or not, you know, that's kind of cool. You know who Stephen Marley is?
Who is that?
Stephen Marley?
Heathen Marley? No, I don't know what that is.
Nah, he was at Peach Festival. He was talking about Area 51. I just thought it was kind of interesting.
No, I'm not.
He was telling us about how the ex-lead singer of Blink-182, he was supporting the cause with a bunch of senators and the House of Representatives, that he was going to get down to the bottom of this, and he was going to show the American citizens that aliens are real.
Okay, Blink-182.
Hal Giorgiano. Huh?
So Blink-182, they were doing a show with an alien. They were doing a show with Lil Wayne there, and then I heard he canceled the shows or something like that. He got sick. You know, I guess the oxygen in his atmosphere.
Yeah, so Lil Wayne came out towards one of the shows, and he's like, you know what? Fuck this. There's not enough people. They don't deserve my attention. And, you know, I think that might have been a little bit of a wake-up call for Lil Wayne, because, you know, his album was great. The Carter's 5 was great, but he doesn't bring the crowd anymore. And I don't know if it could have been from Blink-182, but I think it might have been from the crowd he's associating with. Like, if he went to, I don't know, Made in America, like if you went to like one of those festivals or something, like you get a lot of attention, but just a single concert like him, I don't know if he's going to make it anymore.
Okay.
Maybe if he matched up with, I mean, I guess you could say Drake. Anyone would match up with Drake. Or, you know, Lil Uzi. Maybe any of those guys.
Really?
He might go over more attention.
Really? Lil Uzi gets crowds like that?
Huh?
Lil Uzi brings the crowds?
I mean, yeah, definitely in Philly, yeah. Anywhere in Pennsylvania or the Northeast, I think he definitely bring the crowds. I don't know, I think maybe even him and Young Thug, they make a good group.
Wow.
He's, you know what's kind of interesting about Lil Wayne is he doesn't remember the lyrics to any of his songs from the Carter 5, and he admits that fully. And you know what? I can't really bring down to the reason. Maybe it's just that he's so fucked up on lean all the time that he just doesn't remember the lyrics, you know, or he just spits a ton of freestyle and turns it into one song.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I mean, it did take him a few years, longer than usual for every artist to create such an album. I don't know what your input is on that.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I listened to Carter 5. I stopped really rocking with Lil Wayne He had a couple songs here and there I like, but probably after Carter 2, I heard a little bit of Carter 3. I didn't like it, so this is definitely dating me. But Carter 1 to me was the best Wayne album. After that, they just kind of were in decline. You know, Carter 2 was all right. I'll give it a little bit more credit than I like to, but Carter 3, didn't like it. I don't think I even listened to Carter 4, and Carter 5, I don't think I listened to that one either.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Carter 5, I mean, he's definitely on the downhill right now. I think he reached his peak a while ago, and people are starting to realize that he's not that attractive on social media as much anymore. I don't know. I thought it was interesting that he did match up with Blink-182. Maybe he'd get into the conspiracy theory of aliens. Maybe I don't even know if he promoted the Area 51 raid, but that'd be pretty interesting. Do you know anything about the Naruto runs going into Area 51?
No, I don't. I will not be participating in the Naruto run. I run around my house like that, but I will not be doing that towards Area 51.
Would you consider yourself a Nartard?
No, I would not say that. I just do the run.
How about a weeaboo? Any sort of anime that you watch or not?
I was heavy off, and I haven't watched any anime probably in the last 7-8 months. I really liked Attack on Titan, but I haven't watched season 3 of Attack on Titan. Outside of that, I've been disappointed by a lot of the stuff I've been seeing lately. Okay. Well, there's that. All right, maybe that'll save the line for somebody else. I enjoy the back and forth, but let's get back on topic. I don't have enough. I don't have enough to keep. Yeah, man. So I don't know what that was all about, but welcome. So, but my thing is, with the whole Area 51 thing and the alien life forms and things of that nature, like, I think there has to be something. There has to be something from somewhere. I don't know personally if there are full-fledged beings, if you know what I mean. But I do believe that there is some form of, fuck it, why not? Yes, hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hello. May I ask who's speaking?
Wait, what? Who is this? Is this a live stream?
Walter. Yes, no. This is a dead live stream. Yes.
The den, yeah. Mom, stop. I'm talking to my friend. Dude, I'm serious. Mom, no, he's not black. Stop.
Hello. Cheerio. Who we are there? I guess we've lost the connection. No, good grief. I was hoping that we had a...
Mom, stop. He's not that word. He's my friend.
I was hoping we had a Cliff and I believe Cliff and Daniel level of Tro, but it's just
dude,
not.
Dude, you talk to my mom. She really thinks you're not gonna help me out. My alcoholism.
Does your mom?
No, Mom, no, I didn't get that weed from you.
Does your mom like the BBC?
My mom loves BBC.
Oh, well, hey, put her on the fucking phone. Let's talk about it.
Oh, dude, my mom doesn't like black guys.
But it's how does she love? She loves the BBC. How does she not like black guys?
She likes short Mexican guys. How tall are you?
Oh, that's terrible. I'm neither one of those. I'm neither one of those. I wish I could help out, but definitely don't fit the description.
Wait, you fucked my wife?
What?
You fucked my wife?
What?
Mom, stop! Oh my God, dude, she's about to kick my ass.
Let me be honest, man. Hey, you're gonna have to beat that bitch up. Don't let your mom kick your ass. You're gonna have to beat that bitch up, man. Don't let your mom kick your ass.
Don't you believe me that I'm talking to a black guy about Area 51?
Well, tell her she can talk to a black guy about the BBC. I think it'd be a much more interesting conversation.
She doesn't like black guys.
Well, then how does she like the BBC if she doesn't like black guys?
You look like Push's T. Do you sell crack?
No, I don't sell crack. But I can hook you up if you're looking for someone to buy something from.
Oh.
It sounds like you guys are out. Is that what you're seeking? Is that what you guys need?
Yeah, I'm with my boy Frosty right now. He's beating my ass. We're talking shit to him.
This is terrible. This is terrible. Come on, I need Cliff and Daniel level trolling. This is not.
I'm not trolling you. I'm talking about Area 51, you fucker.
No, this is not Area 51. I want to talk to your mom about
I
the
can't
BBC.
talk about Area 50 fucking 1.
No, I want to talk to your mom
No,
about the
it's gonna
BBC.
fucking show up.
I want to talk to your mom about the BBC now. I mean, I've gotten interested. You said she likes the BBC. I know some short
Why are
Mexican
you
guys.
talking about black cock, bro? We're talking about Area 51.
No, you just said your mom likes the BBC, and so I want to talk to your mom.
I never
now.
said my mom likes BBC.
I asked you if your mom likes the BBC, and you said yeah.
No, she said no. She said she liked me.
Whoa. Now you've gone too far. Whatever you guys are doing in your backwoods trailer action going on, I want no parts of that. But
All right,
I still
what
want to
the
talk.
problem
I
is
still
here?
want to talk to your mom. I still want to talk to your mom
Sorry.
though. Yes.
You want to know one funny thing? Your
Yeah.
hands are fucking huge. Oh my god. And okay, so we actually called to like troll the shit out of you,
Yes.
but it's kind of hard to troll the shit out of you because you're actually kind of cool. We were gonna troll the living shit out of you, bro, but you're actually like kind of a cool guy.
Okay. Well, I like to think so. My mom thinks I'm cool too.
Yeah, my name's Niz.
Niz. So this is Niz and Frosty?
Niz is the troll.
Niz is the troll? Okay.
Well, Hal Giorgiano kind of is a troll. That guy fucked my wife.
Whoa.
Got my sister pregnant.
So are you mad at him or are you mad at your wife or your sister?
I'm mad at Hal Giorgiano. Like, he fucked my wife and got my sister pregnant.
No. Well, that sounds like a whole lot of a clusterfuck going on there. But it's not deliberately, it's Giorgiano, or whatever his name is.
Hal Giorgiano. I don't know, dude. He wrote all, he spray painted and like tagged my whole house. Hal Giorgiano. Like, I don't know who he is. Todd.
So I have a question. I have a question.
You have a question?
Yes, I have a question. So it sounds like you guys are having a bit of a shindig. How many people are in attendance at your party?
There is just me and Frosty.
Who brought the weed?
What?
Who brought the weed?
Who brought the weed?
Yeah.
You a cop?
Yeah.
Billy.
I'm a CIA
His
agent.
name's Billy. His name's Billy. He's a little fat.
No, I know Fat Billy's. I see them all over the place. Okay. Well, Niz,
Where you from?
Hal
Where are
Giorgiano,
you from?
I am from the great state of Texas.
Great Lake?
No, the great state of Texas.
Oh, you're from Texas?
Yes, sir.
Oh, guess where I'm from?
I don't know, Philadelphia somewhere?
No, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm from Philly.
Okay.
Hal Giorgiano is my neighbor.
Okay. Are you an Eagles fan?
I am a Yankees fan.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible stuff. Well,
I actually played for No, I forgot.
all right. Well, my good man, as much as I've enjoyed the back and forth and the banter, I'm going to conclude the conversation. But I like you guys. You guys are relatively entertaining. But this is going
What's
completely
the chat,
off the rails.
What's the chat saying right now? Is the chat talking shit on me?
Yeah, you might want to get in there and defend yourself. It's a very toxic place, that chat. You got to defend yourself. I can't help you there.
All right, I'm gonna go in the chat and start roasting him back. Okay.
All right,
You have a great night. I love you. You
Uh,
made my night.
All right, well, thank you. I love you too. Oh, that was interesting. So, I don't know where we are now. Completely off the rails, completely elsewhere. And I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know why these other calls are coming in. That is odd. Let me see something. What's going on here? I was doing that again. I gotta reboot the line because I see other people trying to call in, but for some reason only certain numbers are calling in. Let me reboot the line. Give me a second. So I see it's doing that short call shit. And then we'll get this party started. I was having fun there, y'all. You guys in the chat are mean. And Sweetberry, I'm telling you. I gave you those pistachios, and I know I gave you those pistachios. The reason why I know I gave you those pistachios and Miss Meat cannot defend you is because I originally was typing in Miss Meat's name to give you the pistachios, but then I realized that the pistachios would not be given out if that person was not in the chat at the time. And so I changed the name to Sweetberry and gave you the pistachios. You have received those pistachios. Miss Meat, you were not even in here to be able to prove whether or not she received the pistachios. See, y'all are trying to pull a Shannon on me, and I will not accept it. I did not give the only one lie. The only one lie ain't getting no damn pistachios. I don't know. The chat history only goes so far back, so I cannot tell you why. I have to go back to the beginning of the stream after the stream is over with, and I will investigate. I will do an audit of pistachios and check. How you gonna be here before I came in? That don't even sound legit. Ronald, you did get. I gave you yours at the end of the stream last night. I gave you 4,000. See, look, this is what I'm saying. See, this is why you can't give black people pistachios. You can't give black people pistachios. You give a black person a pistachio, they will say you didn't give it to them, and then they're going to want more pistachios. This is racism. This is pistachio racism. This is why we'll never build a pistachio economy, and I'm offended. See, exactly. Only one lie. Did you receive any pistachios this evening? I need to know. I would like to think that I can trust, even though she is my second favorite New Yorker, that only one lie would be honest about the pistachio distribution. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find out. See, but now this is what's happening. See, y'all are plotting against each other. You're falsely accusing of only one lie of receiving pistachios. Then you're saying she's gonna say no because she did, and then I don't know. I can't see it. I can only go so far in the chat history. So we're supposed to be talking about aliens and good stuff, and I can't go that far back. It only let me go so far back in the chat history, so I can't see it. Even in the chat history here, can't see it. I can only go as far back as to my name, Challenging Sweetberry, and that was that. Shout out to Unbeaten. I just seen Unbeaten slide through. Dre, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, so I don't see it. I don't know. I can't prove it. I can't just be giving out pistachios willy-nilly. You know how much these pistachios cost? These aren't free pistachios. You know, if I give you pistachios, I gotta give everybody pistachios. I know I gave, because I even gave Ken, I didn't even want to give Kenneth pistachios. And I gave him pistachios. Ray Sanders, what's the motherfucking deal? Tim Pool does look like a South Park character. He even has shirts for sale. Like he looks like a little South Park character. I cannot go that far back in history. Like, I'm serious. It only lets me go as far back as so far. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Finally. What's going on, Hitchy? It's Jason Ness.
Finally, the Jason has come back to the den. What's the motherfucking deal, Jason Ness? How are you feeling this evening?
Feeling okay.
Okay. Well, what's on your mind, and what would you like to speak on this evening?
You're talking about aliens, right?
Yes, aliens.
Mike, I 100% believe in aliens.
Wow. Tell me why.
Because there's a lot of proof. I mean, there are types of alien species, and there are also videos of UFOs.
Okay. So what kind of alien species let's inform the people who may be skeptical. What is your proof of the alien species?
Go watch Jane Dawson's video and you'll find out. But I'm going to send you a picture of something that I found or of something that my Theo found in the sky. Hold on, I'm getting it.
Was it a Tapatio?
Okay. I sent you the picture. Take it however you want it, but that's very interesting. Did you pull up the picture yet?
No, I haven't pulled up the picture yet. I'm just hoping you're not sending me something like Kenneth would send me. Can I rely on the fact that I'm not going to see something of questionable integrity?
Monday? What about questionable integrity?
I'm hoping that you're not sending something that Kenneth would send.
No. I'm not sending something that Kenneth sent. This is a bit different. It's my uncle, because he was coming over to help my dad with something. I saw him pull up, but I didn't hear I didn't hear a knock on the door, so we went to go check on him, and he told us to come look at this. We look up into the sky, and we see this silver object, like in the sky, and I took a picture of it. Kenneth, that insult is overused. You should probably stop that. That's also kind of sus. But anyways, we look up into the sky, and we see this object in the sky. I'm not very sure but there we go. Yeah, right there. That's what we saw. Swear to God, that was the moon, smart guy. Heidi, the moon is not that small. The moon could not be that small. But that's what we saw in the sky, like an object or something.
Okay. So,
Kenneth, I did pass over the time.
what time of day was it that you saw this object? Was it kind of in the evening? When would you say that you came across this object? So when would you say, around what time of day was it that you say you came across this object?
Around like 4 or 5 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, there we go, right there. There you go. That right there. You gotta flick it.
Kenneth, learn how to spell shut and then insult me, man.
Oh. All right, there you go. So I put that in the background. We'll make that the background for the rest of the stream, unless somebody sends something more interesting. But I don't think it's going to get any more interesting than this. So,
Nah.
So you
just
said
go
about
watch Shane Dawson's video, then, because Shane Dawson goes more in depth.
Yeah, Shane Dawson does like to go in depth one way or another, and not the way that we want to talk about. So I'm not going to be watching any Shane Dawson videos, but I'll take your word for it. Shane Dawson, he's the guy that came up with the pizza conspiracy, right?
Yes. He goes into depth way more.
No. Let's not like not say it like that. Okay, we'll get it. Okay, so somebody says that's the North Star. Miss Meat says it's the North Star. I didn't know you were a Girl Scout, Miss Meat. When have you ever been lost in the woods? Tell me about that. Okay. Okay. So what is it about? You said something about alien species, right? That there's various alien species, and that's what you saw in the Shane Dawson thing.
Sorry.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Huh?
What was the question?
Water.
What was your question?
Where am I right now? No, but seriously. So you said something about various alien species, and this is what you were talking about. Are you referring to the Shane Dawson video about the alien species? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. There was like he said, because this actually came from a video about the government explaining some sort of species. The white something. I'm not very sure what they were called.
The White Walkers.
The something whites. I probably should go back to the video.
Probably white supremacists.
But
well, they're supreme beings from outer space, and you're saying they're white, so why not call them the white supremacists? I don't know, but I've heard of some certain. I've heard of shit like the Norwegians and the Greys and I've heard all the little various names that they have for them. I don't know how it works though. But
Yeah.
okay, that sounds very interesting. All right. So, why do you think? Do you think that the government has had contact with aliens?
Yes, I definitely do.
Okay. And why do you think that the government keeps the alien encounters from the people?
Because they don't want people to freak out. Like people are some people, not everybody, but some people are quick to jump to conclusions, and I'm kind of guilty of this, but so many people are so quick to jump to conclusions that they're gonna think that aliens are probably gonna probe them or something, which I find a bit silly. But I mean, think about it. Think about it. How would you feel if you saw an alien walking on your roof?
I'd have questions. I'd have a lot of questions. One, I don't think I look at my roof that often, and I probably wonder why he was walking. Do you think aliens have some form of Uber service?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But at the same time, we shouldn't think that aliens don't have Uber services. Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe Uber knows something we don't.
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't want to know. So I see someone saying that they gave. I don't see no transfer of 5,000 pistachios. Now they're talking all that trash about pistachios. Okay, so do you think that aliens are hostile, or do you think that they come in peace? Like I don't know, whatever alien said that, or they're kind of like it. They fly on bikes and shit.
E.T. is a movie, Honcho. It's not real life. Aliens, they probably would. I don't know. That's hard to tell. I mean, the majority of people would say aliens are going to be aliens are going to be hostile and want to take over the world, but I don't know. I don't think otherwise about that. But at the same time, it's hard to tell for me at least.
Okay. Outside of seeing that orb device thing, whatever it may be, have you ever had any other encounter with aliens? Or what you believe to be?
Are you being serious?
I'm saying, like, have you ever had any other encounter with something that you thought may have been a UFO, or something that you may have thought was odd? Let me put it like that. Not that you had encountered with aliens, but something that you may have found odd.
No, that picture would describe I think the first time that I ever saw something like that in the sky. But yeah, I've never seen, because that was the first time I ever saw something like that, and something that bothered me was that we were so focused on it, like my uncle, my dad, and me were so focused on it. Yet there were other neighbors because I live in a cul-de-sac. There were other neighbors out, and they weren't focused on it at all. In fact, I'm a little surprised that they didn't even acknowledge us. Although I can't say that they should have. But yeah, I find that a bit weird. They probably thought we were on crack, but
There's been a lot of crack references going on in the calls tonight.
I didn't say. I didn't say. Okay, Whatever.
It's all good, man. I'm giving you a hard time, Jason. No, okay, but that's cool though. It's cool though that you went. You saw something that looked odd. You took the image of it, and that's interesting. That's a bet, Baker, man. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. Did you see it move? Did you see it leave from the location in which it was sitting? Was it just kind of floating there? Did it take off at a rapid speed? Like how did it end up moving or disappearing or whatever it may have been?
It was moving around, and there was moments where we could see it, and then there were moments where we could not see it. And then again, we were my dad had a pair of binoculars, and we were trying to see it through the binoculars, but I could see it. I could see it so perfectly without the binoculars.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all I got, Hinchy.
All right, Jason. Haters will say it's Photoshop, but I believe you. So I appreciate you sharing that with the Den folk this evening.
Okay. What's up, Roman? But yeah, man, I'm good now.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling.
All right, mine.
All right. Very intriguing. Very interesting. Let me see these alleged receipts. I don't know about these receipts. Supposed receipts and whatever's going on here. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we have calling into the Den this evening?
Man, it's your boy Roman.
Really, Roman, what's on your mind, Roman? How do you feel about aliens, Area 51, people allegedly going to storm Area 51? Do you believe aliens are real? Just your thoughts overall on aliens.
I mean, I've heard both sides of the story. Are they not real? Are they all real? Personally, in my opinion, I think they're real, man. So I'm a Christian, man. So I don't think God just created us, but not bringing religion in it. I just think this universe and this galaxy is so huge, and I think it's just, in my opinion, impossible for us just to be the only living life out there. You get what I mean? And I do believe there's other realities, that other versions of us out there somewhere that we'll probably never see. I'm not saying time travel is real. I do believe it's so. I think the universe is so complex that I think the human brain can never understand it. But the aliens, yeah, man, I do think the government is hiding something. I mean, let's be honest, the government has years of covering up killings. They've had years of covering up taking of land. They had years of, the government only tells stuff they want you to know. And some of the stuff is not even factually true. It's just they want you to know that, and some things they don't want you to know because, it's private business. And, I've heard some people, every military base is heavily guarded, man, but some Area 51, it's always had that this aura about it, something is going on, Do I think Area 51 is the only thing probably holding aliens or alien tech? No, I think it's probably multiple bases. It'll be still just higher than one, but, like I said, I've never personally seen a UFO, never have, but, I honestly believe they true, man. Like I said, I just don't believe we're the only thing out here, that just live, And when it comes to this rating Area 51 shit, look, man, they said from what I last heard, over like 3 million people signed up. Man, most of those niggas ain't gonna show up. It's just a show, No one. Most of them niggas cannot get to Nevada. Then, I heard what the Area 51 of them said. They said they're ready. They're strapped. So, you want to die today, cross that line. Yeah. But, trust me, you gonna have a couple dumbass niggas that's on the show. And I think we're taking it as a joke, but I'll be honest with you, Honcho. I really think some people is gonna take this thing seriously. You get what I mean? And I mean, if they manage to get through and find something, hey man, that'd be cool. But the I mean I think the math and just the logic of that happening is slim to none, man. You know how military, they pack up, they probably got tanks ready, machine guns. I mean, it's all over. And then they said they're going to Naruto run into Area 51. I got you. Well, do you know what Naruto is?
Yes, I'm familiar with Naruto. I say Naruto. I guess maybe I'm emphasizing on the wrong syllables or something. But yes, I know exactly what. Who is this? Who is this character right here? I guess I should do it like that. Who is this Miss Me person? But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, Naruto is of course one of the most like biggest anime characters of all time. You know, he's kind of up there with like Goku and Dragon Ball Z and shit. And it's a certain run they do, so you can already them saying that you can just totally tell this is just a joke. But like I said, I'm just saying, don't be surprised if some real niggas try to show up and something happen, man. That's on your fault, man. But no, man. Like I said before, I think the government always holds stuff from the people that they don't want us to know, man. And I do think if aliens or anything terrestrial, I think that is true. Hell, to be honest with you, Honcho, I really think they clone people. I know that sounds all out of there, but they've proven to clone dogs before. They've proven to clone animals. So tell me how they don't have the tech and to do it to humans.
Yes.
Man, let me tell you something. That science is a powerful thing, man. And if humans don't wake up, man, I'll tell you, that machine you create is going to be the main one trying to tear you down. That's all I'm going to say. But what do you think, Hunter? Do you think aliens are real?
I believe there's something out there. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's a fully formed being, but I mean, I know that there is life. I don't believe that there is life on other planets, but I mean, I'm not a closed-minded alien denier, but I believe that I think there's a possibility for everything. There's such a wide universe out there, so much shit going on.
I mean, they did say they found water on the moon. I mean, so I think one other planet they found water. I forgot. So I mean, you never know, man. I'm just saying. Like I'm saying this one more time. The universe is so big, man. I don't think the human brain can ever wrap around everything that's out there, and I just don't think Earth, the biggest the biggest rock planet, but shit, one of the smallest planets in the whole, universe is the only thing with life on it. Nah, man, I think it's something. But that's all I'm gonna say, man. I feel like I'm saying the same shit, man. But that's my call.
All right. Well, I appreciate your call there, Roman, and I think it's something out there too. So I think it's going to be interesting. I hope people don't Naruto run to Area 51 and get Naruto shot down at the gun line, boss.
I really hope people take this as a joke, man, because I don't want to look on the news, man, and see some casualties or some people got shot now.
No, actually, you know what? I hope they do. I really hope they do. I've changed my mind. I hope they do.
Why?
I hope all 3 million of them show up. I hope that, like, the airlines, give them free tickets and everything. So that way, I mean, hey, population control, right? If we can just go ahead and wipe out a couple of million motherfuckers who want to willingly die, I mean, hey, it makes it a little bit easier. That's 3 million. Well, I doubt it's 3 million jobs that open up, but
maybe so, nigga, you sound like the purge.
That might be like 3 million slots for government benefits that open up.
Now I see why you was going for Thanos. Okay, I see you. That.
Yeah, I'm all for Thanos. I think we got to get rid of if you don't want to contribute anything to society, if you just want to take, you don't want to contribute, you don't want to build, you don't want to improve society, what's your point of existing or even being here? Just to leech and to just mooch off society? Like, nah, you gotta want to contribute something. You gotta want to, like, improve something. And if you just absolutely don't want to do that, you just want to kick small aliens and shit, we'll just tell you.
I feel like I get what you mean, Honcho. I kind of agree with you, but hey, that's out of my hands, man. You want to take your own life, man, and that's up to you, man. I can't take a life of another, man. But some people don't have a purpose on this world, and I just don't understand, man. But that's my call.
Okay. Well, that's a better one. I appreciate it, Roman.
Man, anytime.
All right. They absolutely have the ability to wipe out 3 billion. That'll be a lot at once, and they'd have to. They have the. I'm sure they have the weaponry to handle an influx of people. It would stink. Oh God, this shit would stink. Who's gonna clean that shit up? I wonder if they'd be offering jobs cleaning that shit up. You'd have to pay pretty well. I'm going off the deep end. I'm thinking about some other shit. Well, what's the motherfucking deal? Who we got called into the den this evening?
It's Andre.
Andre, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind? How do you feel about what's going on with this Area 51 thing, man?
Well, first I want to touch on that one question. The reason why the government wouldn't acknowledge or say anything about it. Like, everybody wants to say it's because the public will panic.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when it comes to intelligence and especially military intelligence and all that type of stuff, no country ever admits what they have. Like, how much atomic bombs does the U.S. have? Nobody knows. Like, what's the strength of their strongest bomb? Nobody knows. Nobody really even knew about the atomic bomb until it got dropped on Nagasaki. And then they didn't know that the bomb was even stronger when they hit Hiroshima. So, of course, they're not going to tell that they're working with aliens if they are. And I think they are. There's too much information that's coming out about it, and then when all those privacy things that people sign with that work in the government and with the military start running out, and they're basically on their deathbed and want to tell the truth and admit stuff to their families and all that stuff, and they start coming out and telling stuff. Like, even one of the governor generals from Canada came out a few years back and was talking about some of the stuff he saw when he was working with the U.S. military and with NASA. And then within the decade, there was 2 times, once in Britain, and then there was supposed to be another one in the U.S. where they were having open meetings within with all the different countries, and it was supposed to be open to the public, informing them on all the stuff going on with aliens and everything. That got shut down really quick. Like, the one in Britain happened, but the one in the U.S., it was basically like the day before it got shut down, and basically all the information from it is out of existence. Like, you could try finding stuff on it, and what you'll find from it is like 1% of what was actually released and actually happened, what was given out. But the storming of 51, I think we'll have a couple hundred people going there, showing up. How organized it's going to be is a completely different thing.
So do you think that those couple of hundred will actually make the attempt to storm, or do you think just a couple of hundred will show up?
Well, first showing up, yeah, for sure, showing up. They'll especially since you actually brought the question up like that, there'll be more showing up than actually storming. But showing up, yeah. But the thing is, I don't think a lot of people are even going to be sticking with the organized plan. Some are just going to go off on their own and get shot the fuck up. Because, no, seriously, like, if you see, like, all these little videos that go on with people going in and around, like, you can't even get close to 51 without having the security. And it's not even, like, military. It's people being hired by the base. And they come up on you. And you're either, like, you're lucky when you get the chance to turn around and leave after being harassed and whatever, after being treated black, I should say, by police. But, well, because that's the treatment they get. Like, but there's a certain signs where they actually tell you, after this point, you're crossing onto the base, do not cross this sign, do not cross this line. And then after that, it's all guns drawn on you. And, like, multiple vehicles pulling up on all sides of you. And then, like, nobody knows what happens to those people afterwards. Like, some get detained, and who knows for how long or for what, or if they ever get released. And
so what kind
some get released.
What kind of numbers do you think it would take for them for those resources though to be overwhelmed to the point where they wouldn't be able to, detain or remove that many people? And then at what point does it become necessary to use violent force?
Well, the way they guard that place already, I could see them just shooting people on sight. If there's that many people just, like, rushing it, I could see them shooting people on sight. But the thing that has a lot of people also misled is, like, the base at Area 51 itself is not supposed to be the base that contains anything with aliens. Like, they have a lot of pilot projects there that contain some alien technology, but there's a base, I can't remember the name of the base, but it's, like, northeast of that. I'm pretty sure it's east. Yeah, it's northeast of that. It's still in Nevada. And that base is supposed to be where all the, like, alien tech and aliens are supposed to be working with and without human assistance and whatever. And, like, that's where they're supposed to be. And they keep the 51 thing there and everything as a thing for people to keep, like, to draw people's attention at. So, like, I guess for reasons like this. So, if it does get stormed, and for some reason, if they somehow, like, really, what military base can get overrun? Because in the end, it's a military base. If it gets close to being overrun or getting breached, they're just going to start shooting people. And nobody's going to say anything negative about it. Like, it's a military base. You're breaking into a military base.
Yeah.
So what do you expect to happen to you if you're breaking into a military base? And if there's a lot of you, as soon as it becomes 2 or more people, they consider it a group.
Yeah.
And then if there's like 5 of you, they'll consider, and one of you has a weapon, they'll say it's a militia.
Mm.
And you know, they like twisting words and everything to make everything sound bigger and badder and everything. So,
Yeah, I mean, and I kind of agree with you as far as I think that a few hundred people are going to show up, especially if you're talking about you got millions who are talking about they're going to sign up and do it. There's going to be a few people who are at the very least going to show up to see what happens. But aside from all that, do you believe in alien species and life forms? Do you think that there is something really there, like even with all these conventions and everything? Like, so you really believe that there are intelligent alien beings?
well, until a few years ago, I'd say I always believed that there was the possibility of it because of like all the different like solar systems, the different universes, and all of that. Like, it was hard for me to just sit there and think about all of those being there and this being the only planet. And then when you listen to science, like all these different scientists and astrologers talking about like the different green zones and how things could have developed, and then like how people could have lived on Mars and until a certain point, and then like have to move from Mars and all this type of stuff. And then just seeing some of the footage that people have caught and different things, and then like there was a day where I saw something that was really questionable myself, that I don't even know what it is. Like, unidentified flying object, yes. Can I say it was alien or not? Unidentifiable. It was round, and like I still can't put a size on this thing, because like what I saw was like a light in the sky. Like I was playing ball, and like I was at the time I was like at first base, and the other team was at the bench, and like they saw something, and then I just turned around and looked, and then I was like, what the hell? And like we were all just watching it, and it was coming from the downtown core towards like where we were, and like it was hard to judge, like since it was hard to judge the size of it, because like you're seeing this light, but you can't tell how high it is because of the distance away, and because you can't tell the size of it or the distance, you can't really tell how fast it's moving. Like if it was like above you, you'd be able to tell the size, then you could tell how fast it's moving when it's moving away. But it was basically coming at a straight line towards us for a while, and then it just stopped and just went straight up vertically until it disappeared. And it was just hard to understand.
So how long ago was that now, that you saw this?
Sorry?
I said, how long ago was this that you said that you saw this?
Probably 3-4 years ago. About 4 years ago, yeah. And the color on that thing was just like a specific type of orange that I've never seen before. Because I remember after that, just like every type of like orange amberish thing I'd always keep looking to see if I could see that type of color again. And like people were trying to tell me, oh, was it probably just a plane or a helicopter or something? It's like, no, it had no other lights. It was just one round light. Oh, it's probably just a hot air balloon. Like, if it went up, it could only go up so far before it had to come down. We would have seen it come down. This thing went straight up in the air until we couldn't see it anymore. And it was a clear sky. So it's not that it went above the clouds and we just couldn't see it. It was a clear sky. And it was just strange that if I had to lean one way or another, I'd have to lean with like possibly alien, but I really had no idea what it was because it never came close enough to tell if like that light was around the whole body of the thing or if the light was like on top or the bottom or both of the object or what it was. Like the light could have been like anywhere on that object. Or what color the material of the object was made out of or anything. But it was just that light, and I've never seen anything with that color light ever again until like a couple of months ago. I just happened to be watching this one video from this other channel, Third Phase of the Moon, and they caught a video of a UFO that was like I don't know how many miles it is, but it was like on a suburb of Toronto, like east of where I live. And like as soon as I saw it, it was the same exact color. And it was like right away it was like, damn, that's like the same color I saw. And just the light was at the bottom and at the top, and it was round. But this thing had I guess like a bigger metal shell to it, and had like other things, other flying things around it. And apparently the Canadian military tried going at it, and they failed.
Well, don't all the Canadians, don't you guys, don't all the Canadian military like they ride a bunch of moose? Or is it the Canadian mountain? No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
No.
Yeah,
no, the thing is, like, the British allow us to get some planes.
Oh.
They allow us to get some planes, and basically, and the thing is, like, the funny part is, like, how you get like F-18s and F-22s. Canada gets creative and puts a C in front of it. So it's a CF-18, CF-22. And it's like, I never understood why. It's like, why don't you just call it an F-18 or F-22? It's the same damn thing. You don't have to put a C in front of it and try to make people think it's something original. Because it isn't. And you look at them, they're the same thing. It's the same plane. It's being made by the same company. So, but, yeah. Britain lets us have some planes. They allow us to buy some planes from you.
That's messed up. See, we supposed to be
Every so often.
You know, look, Americans, we got something we should loan. We should be at least letting y'all borrow something. You know, like a cousin or something. You know, let you borrow the car, let y'all borrow some planes or something. Okay, so you said so
Actually,
that.
I should give you a warning right now. If I if this phone cuts off, it's because the government's hearing me give out
Man,
secrets.
look, hey, if the phone cut off, I'm cutting the stream off. So, yeah, you know what? It's about that time, folks. The Canadians are coming.
Oh,
But no, so
hmm
you said you saw the similar object on the thing you watched. So did that bolster your belief?
yeah, it did because like when I was a kid, I always wanted to see one, but I've never seen anything. And then like it just like as I got older, I just really didn't believe in it. And then like I heard about the abductions and stuff like that, but then I heard like the counter stories against them and all of these things, and then uh, just like hearing the stories for and the stories against, and then you hear about all the black op military things, and then I don't know, it just seemed like a lot of things could be military operations that nobody knows about because there's like so many things, so many operations that the military has that the military doesn't even know about its own operations. That the like for the U.S., the president doesn't even know about half the FBI's um, operations or any branch of the military secret operations, except for shutting down NASA and killing their budget.
No, that's tough. So
But
yeah, man, I'm glad you mentioned that. So you say something like NASA. You would believe that. You would think that astronauts or something that they've come encounter with things that that other excuse me
mhm.
other branches of the military or not other branches of government may not have, or do you think that if they did come in contact with things that they share this with the government? What do you think about astronauts? Do you think they probably had some interactions that maybe they're not allowed to speak on?
Yeah, and a lot of video. There's a lot of video that they have that lasts a little while. Like that, it'll show like um like other flying objects interacting with them in certain ways, and then because like they have a lot of live stream type things, even if it's delayed, they that gets past them, and then as soon as people notice it, all of a sudden it's gone, it's erased, it's just taken offline and basically never seen again. And basically their whole stand on it is that there is no other life out there. Meanwhile, they're sending out all these probes to find something, but anybody under their employment right away, without even hearing the question out completely, automatically shuts everything down. But like they're the ones that have like the 50-year contract where after that after you're out of their employment for 50 years, then basically you can say whatever you want about your time in there. And it's a lot of those people that actually come out and start talking about things that they witnessed and what happened and everything. And like even with the Apollo missions, they were talking about how when they went on to when they did the tilt around to the dark side of the moon to slingshot around to get back to Earth. How there was something that happened with them and another alien race or something like that, and that had something also to do with them not returning to the moon. And I remember there was something with Russia as well, because they were the first to put somebody in orbit. They also made it up into space, but they ended up never stopping on the moon. And the whole thing was, why? Why didn't they even try to put somebody on the moon? And there's a theory out that some extraterrestrials got to them and stopped them from going to warn them not to go, type of thing. Just like how there's theories out about the Germans, like World War II time, working with extraterrestrials.
Well, I believe
and
it.
everything.
We got one in the den.
Sorry?
I said I believe it because we have one in the den.
And then, I don't know, there's just so many things from like all over the planet where there's theories about different countries working with different aliens that, I don't know, they're all theories, but some theories are true. A lot are not, but some theories are true. Like with JFK getting shot, the thing with like a third person shooter is possibly true. Thing with I can't remember his name now. The guy that they said shooting that shot him not being true is most likely not true. But officially, nobody will ever know. Everything's just a theory.
So, would you consider yourself a conspiracy theorist?
I consider myself open to different theories. The reason I wouldn't say a conspiracy theorist is because conspiracy theorists, when that term's brought up, everybody just looks at them like crackheads. Just looking at things for, like, just looking for something wrong with something, always looking for a hidden meaning, always looking for another angle, or just unwilling to accept the truth, or just unwilling to accept anything. But like analyzing stuff, yeah, I do. Looking for other angles on why something can be what it is, yes. Digging for the truth, yes. Looking like on my own, for my own eyes, for like the meaning on what something can be, while accepting others' opinions and stuff like that, yeah. But when you bring in the term conspiracy theorist, it also brings in the connotation of, like, everything's a conspiracy against you. Everything's a conspiracy against this. Like, everything like this whole paranoia thing, and it's I don't know, for me, it's not like no paranoia thing. It's just sometimes everything is not exactly what you see. Everything's not what it seems to be. A lot of things have something else behind them.
I would agree with that. But I don't think you can't take everything at face value.
What's that?
So I would agree with that. I don't think that you can take every incident at face value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like there's too many things that like people take at face value when it's like, no, there's a history behind a lot of these things that happen, and there's a reason why something happened like that, or a reason why this person reacted the way they did. Like, something happens in the streets and somebody does something, and all of a sudden they're like, that fool's just crazy for like slapping that person or doing whatever to whatever. And it's like, no. You don't understand. This goes back further when this happened to this kid, this happened to this person, this happened to them. And it's not a conspiracy. It's just, it's a story that goes beyond this one incident. Like, take the Millie Davis case. Like, everybody knows the mom is guilty of something, most likely, but nobody knows to what extent, really. Like, the most anybody can say right now is that she failed to protect the kid. But she failed to protect the kid. You could say that she failed to protect the kid basically since birth.
Yeah, I would agree.
So when it comes to laying charges, like to lay them properly, like what I believe HPD is doing is sitting there waiting to get everything lined up, and which is why I think Darion's case again got pushed back to September. So when they hit a charge, they're just rounding up everybody they can lay charges on, and not just picking up one at a time. Just hit everybody with charges and pick them up, and just drop all of them with every single charge. Like, they might have a couple missing links at that point, and then they'll just get them to flip on each other, but not have like 3 other people that they can't get charges on or something like that. Because there's a whole question about his brother. What extent did he have to do with it? Did he throw the kid in off the side of the road? Did he drive him somewhere? And like, her friends, did they know anything about it? And just too many other questions, and well, for the public, no answers. And the public doesn't need answers right now. That's for the police to figure out. And because if the public knows it, then the guilty knows it, and the guilty gets a chance to build up a defense. You don't need them to get that chance to build up a defense. You need them to get a brick dropped on their head and get in court. Because that kid didn't need her head cracked open that many times.
I agree.
Like, mhm.
But all right, Mr. Andre, man. No, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you sharing it. It's about time we're about to get ready to start winding it down here. But I do find it intriguing and about the incident that you had playing ball and you seeing the unidentified flying object. But it's funny, I guess, because when you said playing ball, the first thing I'm thinking is basketball. But you were playing baseball, right?
What was that?
When you said you were playing ball and you saw the unidentified
Yeah.
object, you were playing baseball, correct?
Right.
Okay. I don't know. So like I said, when you say playing ball, the first thing I was thinking was basketball. I don't know. Maybe it's a.
Oh, no, baseball.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's a bit, Mr. Andre, man. I appreciate you calling in and sharing your perspective with us, and very insightful as far as some of the incidents and things with the information as far as those people who have come in contact with him and the inability to share that information. But I wonder if if the government ever came out and said something would that void those contracts, or would they still be bound to those? But we'll find out one day, or maybe not. I don't know. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, appreciate it, Andre.
All right. Bye.
All right. We're getting at the break of time, so I think that may be our call for the. Y'all want to call it. Y'all ain't want to call him. Y'all talking all that trash. Y'all want to call him about nothing no way. So forget y'all. Shout out to Andre. It was Dr. Rabbit, it was Andre, and the two awkward gentlemen in the very beginning. So, my thing is this: don't nobody tell Shannon bye. Shannon thinks she runs something in the day. Shannon don't run shit. So, like I said, expect. Shout out because I was talking. I guess I wasted the last few minutes talking about some of the things I was talking to those of you who were lovely enough to join me for the audio den earlier. And like I said, there's going to be some changes coming to the den. I've been working on some things to make it a little bit more lively, make it a little bit more entertaining as far as the live streams. And I think I've gotten some good ideas. None of which came from Heidi, because she never said anything good. Charles Box, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Hey, you gotta put in the work, man. And so my thing is this. Like I say, shout out to Dr. Rabbit. Matter of fact, not Dr. Rabbit. Let me hook Jason S up because he shared. I said that people who share images and things like that I use in the den will get a bonus. So for you guys being active and participating in the stream. So, wow, the man just come in here and Sweetberry trying to attack him. I'm telling you, Sweetberry's vicious. The man said he ain't been in here in a while. Sweetberry ain't never seen this man. And just instantly attacked. Wow, like a vicious pit bull. I cannot believe the things that I've seen. Wow. Wow. Man don't even get a chance to come in here and say hi nicely. And there it is. No, they can still send nudes. I will always accept the nudes. I will look at them and I'll say, wow, look at these wonderful women we have in the den. If I was still a young dog like Scotty. Scotty's an old dog. If I was still a young dog like I once was, I'd be violating all the codes and the protocols. But I can only admire from afar. I'm a pervert. I told y'all that. I have no shame in admitting that I'm a pervert, but I am a restrained pervert. So I'm a look. I don't give a shit. I tell all ladies, I'm a look. We were having a conversation about something the other day. I'm gonna look. I'm a man. If I didn't look, there would probably be something wrong, right? If I didn't look, that might be more questionable than me looking, correct? So that's my thing on that. Oh, really, Shannon? Get motherfucking ass real quick. But what I'm saying is that there will be changes coming to the den, and for the good, not bad. Like I said, I'm still gonna keep it at the 2-hour mark. What is And so a couple of things, like I said, that are going to happen. It's actually 2 hours. And I was actually on time today, so wow. I made y'all wait 1 minute. I was on time today. But here's the thing. This is, like I say, it's going to be some. The den is going to become segmented, I guess. So we're still going to do it like we mainly do, but there are going to be some little additions to the den. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to tighten up on the 10-minute rule. And depending on how it starts to go, it may become a 5-minute rule. Maybe we may get 10 to 7 to 5. We'll see how it works. Depending on the length, the number of calls and things like that. And if it gets too active, maybe, you know, we might start making a longer den if the action picks up. But I want to do a couple of things to make it more participatory for everyone, for the folks who don't necessarily want to call in, but they still want to be active and participate in the conversation. So I'm definitely going to do some things that are going to be heavily chat involved. I'm going to be changing the look up a little bit. So I'm going to spend some time tonight doing. So I know I told y'all a mixer tonight, but the only person who really wants a mixer is like Kenneth. I don't want to do shit Kenneth wants to do. So, you know, I think that we're going to change a couple of. I like the little cartoony look. I'm not going to lie. I do. But I'm just looking at the background. It's been a minute since the background's been changed. I think this background has been up since like or Christmas time or something. That's like, damn near 8 months. That's probably like the longest that it's been the same den background. So I think that's part of it. I'm gonna talk to you 50 night out. I'm gonna send Roger go there and hang that phone up. And then what? Let's see. Sure. Yeah. Look, I might have to see what's up with that because they changed it up. Because it used to be where you could just do the mask, but then they changed it up to where like the mask became a thing if people donated or something, they could pick a mask to put on you. But I was looking at it, but I was kind of skeptical because then there's some like really questionable masks, and I'd be very upset wearing those masks. So I gotta see if there's a way that you can limit, you know, which masks are available to wear and which ones you can't wear. So we'll see how that works out. But I think you got to use Streamlabs, a different OBS to do that. But I'm gonna look into it. I might bring that back just for some livening up the den. It's always entertainment. Shannon and Rashida want to mix it. Well, I will take Rashida's vote, but Shannon's vote cancels it out. So I don't know. Why do they rank Baker Mayfield on top of Watson? Probably because he probably had a few more games with maybe bigger numbers as far as stats. I don't know if he did or didn't, I'm assuming. But we know what that tallied up to. Because the reason why is because Romeo Crennel let him put up damn near 400 yards. You just sent a pick and I put it, I don't know. Let me see. Only in the hell no, I'm gonna take some pistachios. What is this gang banging ass? Like you robbing a bank in this motherfucker. I will not condone this. I will not support this. I shall not, will not. Yeah, he was trash, but then at the end they let him throw for what? A couple of 100 yards, even though he didn't win. The numbers just looked really good. Yeah, I've got the lines off for now. Well, I said we're gonna wind it down. But man, y'all just see the man just said that he used to be better strong until he had an accident, so he doesn't speak a lot. Y'all better get off my partner Drake, man. If I like it, it don't matter. It don't matter what y'all think, as long as I like it. I'm gonna post it up in the sauce tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post it up in the sauce, and we're gonna have a roast session on Miss Meat's picture. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. So this is how it's gonna work. But like I said, it's going to be kind of segmented. There's going to be some things that go on. Yeah, I got to cut it out before 2. That's what I'm saying. Like probably like the last calls are going to be taken at. Let me take this hot ass shit out. Maybe. The last calls are probably going to be taken like around the hour 45-minute mark. So that way, we'll only be sticking to the 10-minute rule. Then that leaves 5 minutes or so for a proper closing, and to wrap the shows up with the 2-hour mark. At least give me time to ramble as much as I like. I get rambling privileges. That's what I get to do. Yeah, we're gonna roast Miss Meat Picture tomorrow in the in the sauce tomorrow. 5-stachio balance. What you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. I forgot what you're talking about. You don't agree to that? So you plexing. We gonna say, look at this gangbanger with this no honorable text message. The reason why you're wearing this stuff like this because you don't want people to know who he is. You don't want people to know that you a Falcons fan. I wouldn't want anybody to know either. But like I said, we're gonna do something tomorrow too. Though tomorrow we're gonna start doing the Den Awards. All right, and the Den Awards is an idea that me and 335 came up with, and what we're gonna do with that is each week, every Sunday, we're going to have a award, right? And you guys can, that night we'll take all the nominations for that award, and then throughout the week we'll accept, people can vote for the nominees. Then that next Sunday we will give out the award to whomever is so deserving of the award. And then I'll figure out what can go with that, what we can put with that for that individual. And then after we give that person that award, we'll have the next nomination for the next award, what will be for the next week. So there's that. Let's see. Let's see. What else we have? I was gonna say something with that. That's fine. Yeah. Let me see. Man, look, Dre, you ain't gotta apologize for a goddamn thing. Like I said, I think it's 100%, and I think it's a-okay. These people in here are just toxic and rude because they don't call in, they don't say nothing, so they can't talk about you. Y'all want to see this pic? If I show this pic, you're not getting the last 5 pistachios. So you got a choice. You got a choice, Sweet Berry. Either I show the pic and you don't get your last 5 pistachios, or I don't show the pic and you get the last 5 pistachios. An award graphic, a gold pro. I shall take notes. Like I said, I got too many damn notebooks. I've had to switch them up. Which ones are the idea? The Golden Crow Award. That definitely sounds like something in the South. Okay, so you're willing to say, fuck the 5 pistachios to show the pic. Well, you gotta make a decision. The choice is on Sweetberry, all right? I'm not listening to nobody else's voice on the pic except for Sweetberry. If Sweetberry wants to show the picture and forfeit her 5 pistachios, I will show the picture. If she wants the 5 pistachios, then I will say no to the picture. It's all on Sweetberry. So, where are we at? Wow. See how he does 335? That's why she never comes up with any good ideas. You know what I'm saying? Terrible, terrible stuff. You're not willing to give up the 5 pistachio. I thought you and Miss Meat was working together. Did you ever pay her back them 5,000? I mean, you was just 5 off. What's 5 pistachio? You couldn't pay her back the 5,000 pistachios? No cohesion in the den. But yeah, like I said, there's gonna be a couple of changes. I'm gonna change the look up. Probably kind of move away from stuff. Probably change the background. So don't be surprised. Don't think that you're in the wrong stream tomorrow. Just look for the nigga with the dreads, and you'll know you're in the right place. Or look for the German AI in the comments destroying everybody's lives and blaming it on 335. You'll know you're in the right stream. I guess I'll pull up this picture unwillingly. It's gang related. This is Miss Meat's picture. This is the picture Miss Meat wanted me to show you. That BBW had that ass. I don't think that's what it was. That's Miss Meat's picture, and that's what she wanted me to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that's what you guys wanted. That she was so adamant about you guys seeing. So, are you happy now? Are you satisfied? Miss Meat. See what you didn't realize. See, Sweet Bear, you got finessed in the situation, right? Okay, because I'm gonna tell you why. Miss Meat's supposed to be your partner, and then she finessed you in this situation. This is the picture Miss Meat wanted to show. I don't see a difference. From the side to this side. It looks like the same picture to me, right? There you go. I don't know. All I'm saying is he'll be throwing up gang signs, or there might be 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. I can't quite tell. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Looks like some type of gang related activity. So I don't really know. I don't know. I heard your girl shut down all the social medias, closed the Facebook, and did all that shit. Is that true? Is that true, Miss Meat? Is that true that your homegirl did all that? Tough. But all I gotta say is look at all this gang-related activity. I can't believe the things in which I'm seeing. Looks like she's about to rob the first bank of Atlanta. ATL shot it. Anyway, let's put a better picture up. And I'll be back. There we go. Yeah, Falcons schedule is set. L's. So anyway, like I said, the show will give you change tomorrow, so don't be surprised if you come into the den tomorrow and it looks a little bit different. But if you have any suggestions, any ideas, any thoughts on improvements, constructive criticisms, input that you would like to chime in while I'm going to be spending some time between today and tomorrow, revamping some of these things, feel free to you either send it to the Den line or you can send it to denshowlive@gmail. Matter of fact, I guess I could just put the dilly-dally up, right? I guess that makes the most sense. Whatever you call it. And so, like I said, let's run through the proper protocol and then let's slide up out of here for this evening. I appreciate you all for joining. At Honcho HTX, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow my personal social medias. Probably easy to reach me on those. Like the video, subscribe, share with a friend. If you like the Den, share with a friend. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, denshowlive@gmail. If you want to send an email, denshowlive everywhere. No 1 p.m. anything tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow night at 10 p.m. back at the regular time, a new and improved, hopefully, look. Den Show Podcast, shout out to everybody who came to the Den Show Podcast earlier today and showed some love. If you want to get you some of that Den Show merch, go to denshowshop.com. 823-284-3336. If you ever want to hit the deadline, text the deadline, share a story, share a link, send a screenshot, picture message, whatever it may be. Streamlabs.com/The Den Show. If you want to make a one-time donation to the channel, patreon.com/The Den Show. Shout out to James, Tina Starry-Eye, Dan the Man, Diana, James, Goya, Betty Spaghetti, and Donald Trump. I appreciate all of you for being supporters of the long-term success in this community. It is an honor, a privilege, a pleasure. I haven't said that in a while. I didn't want to oversaturate it too much. I haven't said that in a while, but it is. Y'all are great people. Even some of y'all are a little thrown off. The majority of you are great people. Shout out to Dre, coming through and being the most on point as far as discussing the topic tonight. Shout out to the two guys that I guess were trolling earlier. Shout out to Daniel and damn it, I forgot their names. The guys I hadn't heard from in a while, but they was it Cliff? Yes, Cliff and Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Those were quality trolls. Who else? Shout out to Jason S. for sharing this image with us this evening. Shout out to Roman for sharing his thoughts on alien life. But like I said, with that being said, look for a new and improved Den tomorrow. If you want to have your input, if you want to put your stamp on the Den, be sure to send your thoughts, suggestions, or ideas well before tomorrow's stream, because I plan on having this stuff done by midday tomorrow, everything that I'm seeking to do. But y'all all right with me, Miss Me? I used your picture, so I guess I should. I don't want to do it. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah. So there we go. Well, I guess I didn't give it to you. Forgot the little sign there. Chill in the Den. There's no chill. There's no chill in the Den. You have no chill here. That might be a meme or something. But I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Y'all are great people. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Y'all sleep well. Like I said, I probably end up putting in some work this evening. I don't think I'll be doing a mixer tonight. I think I'll be calling a wrap. So with that being said, I appreciate you all. Y'all have a lovely evening. And until tomorrow, here's an outro with no outro music, courtesy of DeMarque Johnson. Do. I'm gonna come with some new Den music too. Do we need some new Den music? What do y'all think? Should we change up the new Den music? Maybe change up the look. Maybe I need to change up the Den music. It's gonna be a whole new vibe. Maybe a new color scheme, everything. Just gonna change the whole game up. But I'm gone. Y'all be cool. Sweet Berry gonna guard it. But here's the deal. Look, now Miss Meaton got hooked up with an extra 5,000. She gonna break Sweet Berry off. You know, since y'all was doing loans and shit, because technically Sweet Berry had to give up 5 pistachios so that Miss Meat could get that 5,000. So is she gonna show Sweet Berry some love? I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna find out on the next As the Den.